out of all of the ways that you can land new clients, I still think the best way to make an impression and to get somebody's attention, direct outreach, direct email. If you can find the editor, the CMO, the founder, whoever it is that you are targeting, depending on your industry and what kind of writing it is that you do, if you can find their name and their email address, you can send them a highly personalized pitch that really, outlines how you can help them solve a problem they might be experiencing. And it's got a much better sort of close rate than doing all of this sort of content marketing. It's a much faster way as well. You get a much quicker turnaround to success doing this. And a lot of people think, it's not easy. How do I find out their email address if they're not listed on the website? Of course, website is the first place you should go. Check it out. You never know, they might have like an About Us page which lists who works at the company, their position, sometimes even an email address. But let's assume, for the time being, that you know the company you want to work for, but you don't know what the name of the CEO, the CMO, the director of marketing, whatever. You don't know who that person is. You don't know their email address as a result. How are you going to get in touch with them? It's actually quite easy. A lot easier than you'd think. I still use this as like my primary way of finding people's contact details to reach out to them. All you need is a LinkedIn account and one free online service, which I will show you. Going to share my screen in a minute. Here it is. Did that a little prematurely, you saw the free tool then. So then here we go. Let's imagine that I really want to write for Drift. They're a great company. Their content marketing is incredible. Their copywriting is very good as well. Wonderful company to work with. I would love to write for them. So usually first of all, I'm going to try and find them on LinkedIn. And then straight away, you're going to get a bunch of people come up. Now you can filter this down as well. You can go to people, current companies, make sure that it is currently Drift. These ones are, so I'm not going to do that. All filters, you can, if you can't find it, go to like marketing and advertising for the industry. Basically just trim it down by everything that's relevant to help you find out who they are. All you're looking for here is their name at the end of the day. So let's say I might want to reach out to Dave here, because Dave is the VP marketing. If I've got an offer of how I think I could help Drift improve their whatever, VP marketing would be the person that I would reach out to as a copywriter, because he's going to be the person at Drift that's going to make those decisions. So I know his name. Yeah, perfect. Then I'm going to go to this tool, which is hunter.io. Now, Hunter, all it is it's basically a crawler. It searches the web for public mentions of people's email addresses. I'll show you with mine. So this is my client-side website. Oh, look, that is my email address, my client-side website. And it's found it straight away. How does it get them? By going to all of these sources for people that I've written for in the past. Some people look like they've scraped my content, because some of these I don't recognize. But anyway, they've managed to find my email address. It's got the dates here of when they saw it. And it's green. They're 94% confident that is the correct email address. So that's how they do it. They just basically search the web for mentions of that person and an email address. Press releases and things will often have these sort of things in. So anyway, Drift. So let's go back to domain search. We want to search for Drift. Drift.com. Perfecto. Much easier than I expected. It's the second on the list. But there's a couple of tricks here. So one, they are 94% positive that that's Dave's email address. So boom, I'm just going to copy and paste that over into my email and shoot them an email with whatever pitch it has in it. Let's say that they don't have Dave on there. Sometimes they don't have the person that you want to reach out to. So what you can do is look at the format. So this is Jana, and it's jana@drift.com. Matt at drift.com. Elise at drift.com. So my first attempts would be to email Dave at drift.com. that would obviously give me a bounce back, and it would say, oh, we weren't able to deliver this because we couldn't find the email address. But then you've got Lucy Berrien, who's the Senior Manager of Public Relations, and it's Alberian. So maybe these guys don't have titles. Maybe it's the senior staff who have been there since the beginning have the first initial, second name at drift.com. Same for Gail Axelrod, yeah. So then, you just try that. Basically, you pull the format that works for the company out, and then you adapt it to the person's name that you found on LinkedIn. And then you've probably, worst case scenario, you've got to try 3 different kinds of email address formats, whether it's like first name at, first name dot last name at, first initial last name at, whatever. You'll probably have to try maybe 3 of those if it gets really tough. To get it right, you could go out and try many of the other tools that help you do this, but generally I found that Hunter provides some of the most accurate results. And honestly, I don't have the time to go through 5 different tools. I'm going to go through one and just bang it out, because you want to get into that sort of flow of just finding the email address, shooting that email off. I don't want to waste time going through 5 different tools, so I just limit it to LinkedIn and Hunter. And it works quite well. But that's basically what I do to find the email addresses of people that I would like to reach out to, either to say, wow, that was great what you did at whatever, or I've got an idea that could help you improve this part of your marketing, whatever. Really easy, really simple. It takes just a few minutes to find each one. And you can batch this, like build a big list and then email each one afterwards. But this way you can send highly personalized, relevant emails to very specific people, which is a win. That's it. Enjoy.